Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Judy. Today I'm going to be working on day 9 of Chrissy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, the best of the sketches. And I believe it's round 10. This sketch is designed by Susanna Lee. Thank you for letting us use your sketch. It is going to be a really fun sketch. Lots of circles going around with a title and some journaling in the middle that might make it a story-based layout. It looks like these 3 big circles would be photos. It doesn't indicate, so it leaves it up to your interpretation. So I brought out some photos of my new grandson. Of course, he's almost a year old, but I need to get his photos going. And I've got actually 5 photos. These are the papers from the As You Grow collection from Close to My Heart. And I'm going to try to pick out some nice papers that are boy themed. This one would go. This one would go. The wood, very dark with that harbor color. This yellow, oh, that blue would go. Stars would definitely go. And then there's a floral that's in the green or the blue. This plaid, I believe, is from a mix-in that works well with this collection. This plaid would work. It has a zip strip already cut off. I've just got a few stickers left on this sheet. I could use the one because he's just newborn, our new arrival. I could use that. His name is Chase, so I could use the C as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got lots of little scraps here I can work into the layout. And this paper I could use without cutting the other one. That's a strip of the blue. Let's see what these zip strips are. No florals, but the leaves would work. This would work. I believe this is from a Picture My Life card that I could use. And then I have a more full sticker sheet. I probably could use something from that. And there's that wood grain again. So what I do when I start a layout is I pull out everything I might need and have it together. That way I don't have to go digging for things as I go through more. There's another sticker sheet. I don't have to go through more of the collection and rifle through. Everything will hopefully be at my fingertips. I'll probably pull in the stamp set from this collection. This is the stamp set from this collection, and it's really cute. My daughter loves turtles, so I'm going to try and incorporate some turtles into this layout. Now I have a lot of photos to scrapbook, so I'm going to stamp a bunch of these onto some white cardstock and use my brother's Scan and Cut to cut them out. Then I will have them on hand because when I bought this, I didn't get the thin cuts with it. So it saves me time in the long run. Okay, lo and behold, I have a bunch of things cut out. I use this thin cut from Close to My Heart, and then I use these 2 circle thin cuts to cut out my photos with the smaller one, and then I did the frame for the photo or the mat for the photo with the other one. And I like how it looks. Now these were 2 zip strips that were in the collection, and I love the star paper. It's light enough to use as a background, or I should say it's not too busy to use as a background. So this is the kind of idea of what I have. These will be staggered around here, and I cut out the little name tag from his little baby bed thing that they have at the hospital. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, I put his little name tag here. It'll fit in one of the bubbles. This is what I'm calling them. They're circles, but they're bubbles. And then his little face. And then I did his hand and him in the little, I don't know, what's it called, a bassinet? It's a little hospital bed for babies. And then his feet. Oh, he was a giant. He's a big boy. He was 9'7" because I have the tag right there, so I know. And then I cut out a bunch of the images. I think you can see them on frame. These are all from that stamp set. And look at it. It actually has a little, it's a stamp of the flowers this is the one stamp, and I just stamped it over and over and over and made a border. I'm not going to use it on here, but I'm have it in my stash used for something else. And then in the little bubbles that punched out, I punched some stars that I can use on here to, you know, go with the star background. So that's going to work out really good. And then I did my little turtles, because on his pages, I think I'm going to include a little turtle on all his pages just to make it fun to find. You know, as he goes through his book, where's his turtle? Where's his turtle? That's a neat idea to include, right? And then here's the mommy turtle. So I can color them up with my tri-blend markers real quick. And I have to do the middle title. I'm just going to put Chase, and a story about him being born. It was a long birth. Oh my gosh, my daughter was in labor forever. They induced her, and she got sick from the drip, and so they give her something for the nausea. Then the nausea medication stopped her labor, so they give her more Pitocin to make her go into labor. Then she'd get sick, so they give her more nausea medicine. That went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. 36 hours, I don't know, it was like crazy. And of course, this is during the COVID, and I was in the room with her. Thank goodness I was allowed in the room, and her husband and we just were there tag teaming. So we were all exhausted when she finally dilated enough to have the baby. And he was a big boy, but she had him right away and everything was fine. And he's wonderful. So again, here is the sketch. So as you can see, they're more solid circles. So mine are going to be more like bubbles. But I'm going to go ahead and put these down and get them committed. And then I will do the title in the middle, which would just be his name, and the layout will be done, right? It's easy, easy peasy. So this C is not going to work because it's the wrong color. So I would love to have it this color, but I thought I would try to see if I could darken it up with some of this Harbor ink. And let's see, yep, this dauber is blue. I tested on a piece of scrap paper to make sure that it is blue. Oh, and it looks like it's going to cover this really nice. Okay, so this C may work. And I brought in some alphabet letters from, I think I got them at Crop that someone donated to the purge pile. And I picked them up because they're almost like a texture material, and I thought they were really cool, and they're white, so you know you can color white alphabets. So let's see, I actually would do it right on here. So these are the letters. Let's see if we have an A. I may not even be able to if I don't find an A for Chase. And there's an H, an E. Let's see. I might have to take them out. They're not very sticky, so I've had to add extra adhesive to them, but they're dimensional, so I really like them. Well, let's see if there's an A. Yes, there we go. There's an A. All right. So I just slide them back in there. Oh, and look, it even says that you can customize them. Oh, cool. So they're actually using like a paint with them. So let's see. So I need H, an E, and an S. All right, so let's color them and see how they look. All right, they look pretty good. Now I might have to put this onto some white cardstock to give it some substance, because I might want to put it up on foam tape. Let's see how it looks. And we'll get this cut out. Now it should be dry. It's one thing about that glue. It's you have a lot of time to maneuver it, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So open, where did, there it is. And I had to move this around because of the way the information plate is oriented with my cutout. I'm trying to use up this old Tombow because we have the new Tombow that's much, much better. But I don't want to throw away it if it's still good. It's still good, so I might as well use it. Our new arrival. Let's see, I was going to put him here. And should I put him up on foam? I don't think so. I think he looks good just the way that is, right? I'll put him on with this Tombow because the Tombow can be released. All right, so there's his big hand and his big foot. And this little boy is just so darn cute. All right, so there we go. So we can put you right there and tuck you in. Or I could put it right here. We'll see. All right, so let's see. These letters are not real sticky, so of course I could lay them on here and they'll be fine. So, and this is going to show up really nice on here. I thought it might fade into the background. You know, might have to put something under it to make it stand out, but I think they look good. And let's see. That's a different color, isn't it? That looks different now. Ugh. All right, let's add some more ink to it and see if we can darken it up. Actually, I'll put it on the ink pad and do it this way. Hopefully it doesn't stick to my dauber. We're really going to get it inky. And this will take the stick off of it as well. Oh, that made it really dark. Oh, that's better. All right. So now I can put a little piece of cardstock here to do my journaling on. Maybe I could put this underneath and put that HASE on top. Oh, well, you look at that. They won't stick to anything else, but I put them on there and they stick. You know what? This will be a really good thing. Like I said, I didn't think it would need something like this, but it's looking good on there. Oh, and that tucked in really perfect. And we can put the C around it. That I will have to pop up. Okay, that looks really cool. I like it. All right, so I'm going to cut out some white and I will layer this up maybe on some of this blue that's just like that layer so that it looks the same, and a journaling, and layer some stars on it and we'll be done. Oh my gosh, how can it be so easy? I'm gonna have to cut this down. Maybe I can finagle layers behind it and no one will ever know. Right, so I got out my faithful stamp here that's like permanently stuck to this, and it's good. All right, so that's good. And there is our journaling spot. Looks like we're gonna have to trim this side too. It's a little off. I think I'm gonna use my trimmer. I don't trust my scissor ability with something like this. I'd end up trimming too much and then I'd have to make a new one. Or it wouldn't be straight and I'd have to make a new one. Let's do both sides just to be on the safe side. Okay. That looks good. I don't know if you can see that, but I got ink on the photo from this sticker. Ah, can't believe I did that. All right, we're just going to have to, oh no, look at all that. Well, you know what this is called? This is where my title is going to go to cover all that up. So yeah, learn from my mistakes, my constant mistakes. Don't use an inky thing on your layout. Foam adhesive. Let's put this over the top. And these cut so well with your micro tip scissors that are non-stick, especially after you clean them. I de-stuck them with some undo. When I cut something like these foam squares, they would gum up a little. They were gummed up, so they would stick a little bit. And yeah, it wasn't the scissors' fault, it was the user's fault. So, all right, so I think I've got enough on here. I'm gonna make these a little straighter. Okay, so I wanted to bring a little sparkle to the stars, so I brought out our Stickles glitter gel, and I'm going to use a paintbrush to apply this, and there's not a lot left in here. Apply this to my page, and this is one of those water brushes with water in it. Let me get a paper towel. And let's see. So I'm going to try it on a star that's not on the page. And there's one blue one in here. Here, come here. And we're going to do this on, that could have been a disaster, on some scrap paper. And I think the trick to using these, usually they're really good to use with like a stencil to put on with a palette knife. I think this will work too. So we're just going to dab some of this onto our stars. So these are the colors I'm going to use to color the turtles. And these are our tri-blend markers. They are 3 colors in one. There's a light, a medium, and a dark. And I always start with the lightest color first. And I'll color the image in. And I do the whole image, but for demonstration, I'll just tell you what I'm doing. And then I'll go with the medium and create a like wherever the shadow is going to be. And then I'll go back with the lightest color and go along the edge where the two colors met, and it will blend them together. Now I also sometimes will create a swatch like this to see what colors I like that match. This is the blue-gray blend here. Close to my heart does not carry this. I got it online because they're brush markers. And then I use the antique blue, which is this one, which will also work really well with these turtles. And then this is the blue-gray. That's a green I tried, but it's not gonna, I'm not gonna use it because it obviously doesn't work, right? So I'll get these colored now. All right, the layout's done. And I will show you some close-ups. So those little glitter stars came out really cute. My little turtles there. And his name. I think it'll get shinier as the glitter glue dries. But yeah, this came out really well. And because it looks really busy at first glance, but your eye is drawn to the photos because the color is there. Everything else is very subtle. I like it. It's very nice for his opening page, right? So please check out in the video description the playlist for everybody else that's playing along, and lots of inspiration for this sketch. And thank you again to Christy for putting this together, and to Susanna Lee who designed this sketch. It's a really fun sketch. As always, you know, you never know where it's going to lead to when you start working with it, but it's something I would not normally have done. I really, really like it. So adds variety to my scrapbooks, right? So have a great day.